Sit room waiting for Rinpoche to arrive.
May I request you to kindly settle down? Kyabji Rinpoche has arrived and he will be ushered in a while. We are honored and delighted to have the 10th Kyabji Sangye Nyenpa Rinpoche amongst us. Rinpoche, as most of you may know, completed the conferment of the precious Rinche Terze reading transmissions and empowerments at Rumtek Sherdrup Chokorling Monastery over a period of 4 months and 10 days. This has been possible due to Rinpoche's infinite kindness, the blessings of His Holiness the 17th Gelma Karmapa, and the collective merit of all followers of the Dharma. It is particularly a great blessing for our state. We rejoice in the successful conclusion of this very precious event. Kyabji Rinpoche's connection with Rumtek Monastery goes back to his early childhood. He spent his formative years under the grace and sight of the glorious Gyalwa Rigpe Dorji, the 16th Karmapa. Kyabji Rinpoche was born in the area around the sacred pilgrim site of Parotaksang to Bhutni's parents. He is an alumni of the Karma Sri Nalanda Institute, Rumtek. Rinpoche is the spiritual head of the Penchen Monastery at Swayambhunath, Nepal, and the Penchen Mother Monastery at Kham, Tibet, and centers around the world. Now I would like to invite our sister, Mrs. Diki Yangzom, to present her welcome address.
His Eminence, Kyabje Sangye Nyenpa Rinpoche, Venerable Lama Tenamla, Secretary Culture Department, Mr. Basant Lama, distinguished guests and dear friends, good evening and Tashidile. On behalf of the organizing committee, the Dharma Sisters, it is my honor to extend a very warm welcome to Kyabje Rinpoche. We are truly fortunate and blessed to be able to welcome you to this very special
We represent our 3 ethnic communities, the Bhutia, the Lepcha and the Nepali. It seems that Rinpoche wishes to bless the culture to performers.
Sangye Dam Jijung Ori Dan Jingur Jato Chabda Kade Somba Mebe Desh Anden Tambe Shabji Do Tima Meba Longo Rabdo Tu Gosum Kuba Shimbe Chao Zashi Jabsu Chibu Jiwane Tserab Tamje Dan Rawar Meba Jesu Zon To So Pandin Do Shi Shangwa Rikun Shabda Lama Karma Ba Jingur Kunjin Jone Sishi Bajo Idam Najurma Kunji Chebo Wanjo Chujong Peshi Jambre La Nanjo Seji Kuben Dudon Dame Tuji Chong Yede Sangye Kuna Nyam Na Yang Kati Sangye Lechang Hapen Gwen Sawe Lam Shabla Shazan Daosun Drohe Lona Che La Dong. Good evening, Dharma brothers and sisters, and a very warm welcome to our this evening Dharma discussion. And don't think that I'm a good speaker English speaker, because my English is very poor. And firstly, I didn't study English at all. And secondly, I have never given speech in English. Thirdly, I'm not so keen with the English. I'm sorry about to say that. Anyway, so reluctantly, I have chosen this opportunity to share some my experience of the Buddha Dharma. Now, teachings of a Buddha based on Hinayana tradition, Mahayana tradition, and Vajrayana tradition. These three are the crucial way of delivering the message of a Buddha to all followers and the practitioners. And this evening, I thought maybe it's good if we meditate sometimes, let's say, frustration, supplicate towards them, then we easily think they will protect us and they will give us blessings. No, that's a totally wrong idea. and this is a totally wrong belief. What Buddha has taught us is that calm your mind. You are your own master, and you are your own enemy. Nobody else somewhere calls so-called enemy or friends or spiritual friend or spiritual master. Spiritual masters, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they can't help us directly. Never happened such in the past, in the history, or in the practice, and there never will be in the future such and such thing. So only way that we can help ourselves is through the application of Buddha Dharma within. Bring them into the practice. Bring them into our life. Make myself or make ourselves better and better through the practice. Calming mind, training our mind, recognition of our own faults and the short, the comings, and there are all kinds of negativities in our daily life, but the problem with us is never recognize them. Because of these powerful habitual tendencies, we are totally controlled by negative emotions, so-called the obscurations of like anger, jealousy, desire, aggression, and being selfish. We always do consider ourselves, but we never consider for others' well-being. So, Buddha did turn 3 times teaching. The first one is the teaching for the Hinayana. Hinayana practice based on self-liberation. Like, let's say myself, I feel disgusting this world, so-called. There are so many disturbances, so many negativities outside there, which make myself restless, unhappy, and so I feel bad with them, so that I really want to run away from these so-called negativities and the disturbances. So you apply practice, open yourself, and you do meditation. You run away from your family, from the society, and you run to the cave and the forest and the mountains, and then there you do meditation. But for the sake of yourself, not for others. So this is a very much teaching of the Hinayana, which is very good. It's a good starting for us, because Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma in Varanasi. The first his teaching is very much based on the Hinayana. It's a good lesson for us. We can't really cultivate such a powerful mental attitude we call bodhicitta. The bodhicitta is something very valuable practice. From there, you must know that you should forgive, or you should forget yourself. And everything you do physically, everything you say verbally, or everything you think mentally are all for the benefiting of sentient beings. So it's not something like a bodhicitta practice, it's something like you chant prayer, fold your hands like that, and then open your big eye, or say that, oh, I will help you, I will help them. So simple to say it, but it's so difficult to apply it. So therefore, training of your mind from the good starting in the sense of like calming your mind. Let's say day-to-day life, you chant prayer, recite mantras, and visit temples and the stupas, and visit holy places around. In the Sikkim, there are so many holy places. So each and every place has so much power of a blessing there, and you do visit there. But at the same time, physically being at the places of, like Guru Rinpoche's, the Avalokiteshwaras, and Bodhigaya, or anywhere, is so-called holy places. Holy in the sense, in Tibetan is called, holy means chok. Chok means supreme. Supreme in the sense that someone started his or her practice with the study, contemplation, meditation, and then you have completed, then you are qualified to benefit yourself, and you are qualified to benefit others. There you called he or she is a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva does not have a particular identity at all. Bodhisattva in the sense of like day and the night, weeks, months, and the years, never giving up any activities for benefiting sentient beings. When we say sentient beings, it's too big. You can't really think of all sentient beings. We tend to say maybe, oh, I'm doing this practice for sentient beings, I'm just reciting a mantra for sentient beings, which is really not true. Because you can't think, especially a person whom you don't like, you will never include this person in your prayer. So, in the sense of become a perfect or excellent bodhisattva, then you have to demolish or extinguish such a powerful flame of ego and anger, jealousy. So this is so powerful. The underlying, we are unable to see this easily, right? So therefore, practice should start from the very simple way. Let's say, who am I? So maybe you say, I'm practitioner, or I'm Buddhist bodhisattva, or I'm Buddhist. When you think, or when you claim that you are bodhisattva, or you are a Buddhist, then based on what characteristic you think of? You physically should have something particular attitude. Verbally, you say something a different way. And mentally, you always think something different. So that characteristic defined by yourself, nobody can recognize you as a bodhisattva or you as the Buddhist. So what I'm trying to say tonight here is that we learn so many things from the different spiritual friends, the different spiritual masters. You learn all kinds of things and you know them all. And you are very familiar with those teachings. But our problem is application or adopt those precious teachings in our hearts. So meditation is the only way that can get through all this unwanted situation of suffering and the pain and the miseries and so on and so forth. So therefore, meditation. Meditation is English term. I don't know how far this can describe the practice of the mind training. But meditation is a very common word. I'm sure it's very common words. Everybody uses it. Meditation, or calming mind, or recognition of awareness, or development of awareness. But in Tibetan, we use this particular term, gom. Gom sakta ganaro goma gom. Gom is meditation. What does gom mean? Is training your mind. Training your mind, you are unable to do this in a day, or in a week, or in a month, or in a year. You have to take the course of meditation regardless whether you are alone at home or you are dealing with all the situations or you are being among the friends and the people and the crowd everywhere, but you have to bring the meditation along with you. Everywhere you go, everywhere you live. So, which means watching your mind and catching yourself. Meditation helps you to catch yourself. This is a very powerful word in Tibetan. Rangojong, which means Rangojong means catch yourself. We lost to somewhere. We can't find myself. Like myself, I can't find myself. And I know my name and I know my identity, but I can't find my true identity. So meditation helps you to recognize or to discover your true nature of mind. So once you are able to catch your mind, the true nature of your mind, then there we call you are safe. Now we are unsafe. Unsafe. You go there, get teaching. You go here, get teaching. You go temple, make prayers, say prayers, but you are still unsafe. Because this powerful underlying, the negative emotion, is always with you. We call ignorance. In Tibetan, it's called ma rigpa. Ma means negating. Rigpa is a recognition. So that means you are failed to recognize your true nature of your mind. Meditation does not mean you just sit there formally and shut your eye and think nothing. This is not meditation. Meditation in the sense of you always watch your true nature of mind, full of luminosity, full of clarity. If you are able to establish such understanding or realization, then you are very safe. From there, then each and every practice you apply, there is no obstacle that you can proceed successfully and also very swiftly. So we do meditation, okay? So meditation in the sense, number one, we must know, what am I going to meditate? So you have to know, right? Am I just to calm my mind or rest my mind or think nothing or consider nothing or imagine nothing, visualize nothing? No. Meditation in the sense of finding the true nature of your mind. Because your true nature of mind is with you always, but lost to somewhere because of this powerful, the destructive, the mental attitude. We cling onto the objects. We always believe the enemy is somewhere else, and someone is harming me, or someone is really disturbing me. And you always believe that disturbances are outside there somewhere. You never think disturbances are within in our mind. So Buddha says, disturbances and the harmfulnesses are always within your mind. So all his teachings are based on that, how to find them, how to catch them. We never lay blame or anything else. We must lay blame on ourselves. Something is gone really wrong in a way of the life that spiritually you are seeking blessings, spiritually you are seeking some helps and the protections. But Buddha says protection is within yourself. You can find it from yourself. There is no way else. What Buddha can help us is how to find the protection, how to work with these negative emotions, and how to work with our negative mental attitude. So this is what we call teaching. We call Che. Che means changing, examining,
So we have to examine our mental attitude, right? Correct? Otherwise, you read all kinds of spiritual texts or powerful mantras, and you keep all images of like great beings, realized beings, Guru Rinpoche, Buddha Shakyamuni, Avalokiteshvara. They are they are enlightened, and blessings always there. But we are the one who don't perceive the blessings because there are big, the obstacles, so that block and make a disconnect myself and the Guru Rinpoche. And we pray Guru Rinpoche, right? And we recite Om Am Barsa Guru Pema Siddhi. We recite Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Now recite Om Mani Bime Hum. Hundreds and thousands and millions numbers you recite, but we rarely feel the blessings, right? Because why? Something is lacking, right? What is lacking? The lacking of the preparation. So therefore, in the teachings of Vajrayana, they always convince you, start your practice from the preliminary practices. Do prostration, visualize Buddha. When you think of, when you see images of Avalokiteshvara, then immediately you have to think about compassion. Because Avalokiteshvara is the form of compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta in the Sanskrit. Altruism, someone who forget himself and always think of others. Day and night, continuously, unceasingly thinking or considering for others. So this is the form of Avalokiteshvara. Whether it's 1,000 arms and eyes or 4 arms chariots, it doesn't matter. There are all kinds of aspects you can see. The peaceful manner, wrathful manner, semi-wrathful manner, all kinds of deities and protectors you can see, but until you realize all of them are form of something, wisdom, form of compassion, form of loving kindness, form of realization, form of ultimate truth. Until you catch these mean, there's no blessing. This is very important for us, especially the Vajrayana practitioners. Very important. We always look outside, somewhere, blessings from somewhere, blessings from Avalokiteshvara's image, blessings from the Guru Rinpoche's image, and we tend to go there, spend so much money from place to place, right? Maybe east to the west, west to the north. You keep traveling around saying that I'm seeking blessings of the Guru Rinpoche. But did you? Not yet. Not yet. Then eventually you feel tired. Seeing Avalokiteshvara become tired, exhausting. And seeing Guru Rinpoche's image, saying that, oh, I can see Guru Rinpoche's image everywhere in Sikkim. So I'm tired of this because no blessings, right? So the whose fault and the mistake is not Guru Rinpoche's mistake or Avalokiteshvara's mistake. It's your own mistake. Your conception is something wrong. It's gone to wrong. So therefore, teachings of a Buddha started saying that make yourself a better person. Make yourself understanding the real Dharma is where and how to apply the real Dharma is. You are your own spiritual master. If you think Guru Rinpoche is your spiritual master, no, never. Is Avalokiteshvara your spiritual master? Buddha says, no. And then Buddha himself, is he our spiritual master? No, I'm not. He said, I'm not. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your master. I'm just showing you the way of Dharma. I'm just giving you doctrines, teachings, how to apply Dharma. how to make yourself a better person, how to make yourself a good practitioner, and how to go. He's showing us the way and the path.
Reach to that question. So this question came to me when during the pandemic. We are all born to our family. Once we are born to our family, we get the name, title, caste. But then, like for a moment, if we think, if we remove all those titles and then we ask like who we are, and the next question that comes up like, what is the purpose of my existence? So unless and until a person does not seek the answer for one's own existence, then it becomes quite difficult to pursue things in life. So my question is, how do we develop the conscience of seeking one's own existence? Because once if I am able to understand that, I will be able to practice meditation. Just like you said, there needs to be an objective. So if I just say I want to calm my mind, but then I don't know the vision as to why I am calming my mind, then it makes no use for me. So how do I seek the purpose of my existence? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. But I think my answer is given already to your question. Because as I said, the wisdom is needed, right? And then you need a good start point for your practice. So first we rely on the spiritual master and giving us the instructions why I have to practice and who am I and what I should apply, the practices, and then what's the benefit of all these things. So for me, I think it's quite simple. It's not really something, if you think theoretically or philosophically, then there are so many complications. But what I taught tonight is a very simple, straight, and open talk. So therefore, through the experiences, let's say the good experience, bad experience, painful, joyful, or if you accept them as a practice, then I think you are. I think then you are already at the stage of the understanding the purpose of the why I have to calm my mind and why I have to meditate. So Buddhism teaching from the Buddha is very simple. So firstly, they analyze how precious to human life, right? This is very important. And what difference is between the ordinary life and my life? Because my mind is open, awakened mind, and I know how valuable the practice is, and then the practice in the sense of that not only benefiting myself, but I'm also benefiting all sentient beings. So therefore, use my life something the best way of the benefiting sentient beings. So physically ill, mentally disturbed, and someone insulted you, all kinds of the circumstances come to you. If you apply them as it is, and if you apply them as a spiritual path, then your mind is already calm. Your mind is already calm. And it is to consider as a part of meditation also. You don't have to think all details of the purpose of each and everything. Then you will never be able to end the question. Then question leads question, another question, and the question leads another question. So ended up, you are in the circle of questions. Then, am I right? Or still not satisfied with my answer to your question? Not satisfied. Satisfied. Thank you so much. So kind. Sometimes you read Bodhisattva Jaya Avatara. Okay, I convince you This is from the Shantideva teaching, 10, Bodhisattva Avatara. The 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, 5th chapter, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 8th chapter, and 9th chapter. These 5 chapters, I'm sure that this will give you a full answer to your question, more information, and a more logical answer to your question, okay? You must read it, okay? Must read it, please. Promise me? Thank you. It's available in English, okay? And any questions? Thank you so much for the presence here. And this offering I will give back to you. So, Dharma sisters, yes, Dharma sisters, please take this back. And you can continue this activity, which is very good. You can invite a great masters in the future, continuously to benefit all friends. And so I'm happy about that. So that's the best offering for me, if you are able to continue this, inviting great masters, right? And then request them to give spiritual advices from time to time, which is really needed. Reminder, this is called not teaching, this is called reminder. So reminding you what to do, what should not do. So keep repeating, keep reminding you is the best way. So therefore, please accept them. It's not blessing. For me, it's not blessing. It's so the deepest connection making between is sharing the Dharma, teachings and the spiritual advices. And what I said is from the teachings of the Buddha and the great masters. I just repeat it. It's not my teaching at all. I don't like when someone said that, oh, he or she is giving teaching. It's not giving teaching. I'm just reminding you, and I'm just sharing the advices of the great masters. Maybe some of you may not be aware, so I just share you to remind you and request you carry on, which is going to help you or your family and this life and next life until fully enlightened. So therefore, if you will continue this practice, this is the tremendous blessing from the lineage, not from me. I don't have any blessing at all. In fact, maybe, let's say my prayer, sincere prayer to all of you. This is, I consider, a great blessing. Thank you so much.
Now our sister, Mrs. Kesang Diki Barfumpa, shall propose the vote of thanks.
As we come to the conclusion of this precious teaching, it is an honor for me to stand before you to deliver this vote of thanks. On behalf of the Dharma sisters, I would like to express our deep appreciation to Kyabje Rinpoche for graciously accepting our invitation to deliver this Dharma talk in spite of your hectic schedule. Tujishna and good night.